Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. We are doing our top 10 series. So I am super excited about it. It's something different that I've never done before, and stay tuned for the rest of the video and the rest of the series. That will also be in our playlist section on our channel. So be sure to go look at those if you're wanting to see the rest of my top 10 videos. I think it'll be quick and easy just so people can go and search what they need to search. We will be including the timestamps in the description. So if you are just like, tell me all the information, I don't care about you, just give me all of it, definitely check out the description, click on what you need to click on, and then see ya in the next video. So in today's video, we are gonna do my top 10 newborn tips. So for the newborn, I think I don't know really what's considered a newborn. It's like 0 to 2 months, 3 months, something like that. Anyways, we're gonna be doing our top 10 newborn hacks, newborn tips. The first being the Frida Baby Windy. We did not use it with Caden, our firstborn, and I seriously think that it would have made all the difference with him. So this is the Frida Baby Windy. It is this little white contraption that you stick up where the sun does not shine on your baby boy or baby girl. It helps tremendously relieve their gas pains, their poop pains, and all of the above. It is just honestly so gross, so messy, but so 100% worth it. I'm not even kidding. So I highly recommend this product, and I highly recommend checking out the Amazon reviews if you have some downtime while your baby's napping, because you will crack up. They are so funny. So again, I highly recommend this product and the Amazon reviews for your entertainment. We did use it when Carter was a newborn, like a baby newborn, all like the weird gas and colic and whatever going on in their bellies and like an immature digestive system. But seriously, go buy the Frida Baby Windy if you're pregnant, if you have a pregnant friend or a family member. Not even joking, 10 out of 10. Frida Baby Windy will save you and your sanity and your baby's belly. Number 2 in the Frida Baby category is the Frida Baby Snot Sucker and any kind of like saline mist. I think we use, it's like a little like spray bottle that goes right up their nose. So this is the Nose Frida Snot Sucker. It normally does have a mouthpiece here, but I think we did lose it at some point in having this. It is 2 years old, so that's what happens when you have a toddler and things go missing. So it does normally have this plastic piece right here. You insert this piece up their nose just a little bit, not too far. It's kind of a wide rim anyways, so it can't go super far up there. So you put that up their nose, and then this is the filter right here. So this filters out all of the nasty boogers and snot, so you're not eating them as they go up the tube and into your mouth right here. So this is 10 out of 10. Highly recommend this for your babies. I haven't had to use it on a toddler yet, but it's for sure great for the babies. I also use this saline spray. I like this because it does have this tip that's easy to get up their nose as well, and it doesn't seem to come out too fast. And that just moistens everything up and allows me to get all of the snot and the boogers out quickly and efficiently with the Frida Snot Sucker. It is amazing. We just do a little saline up their nose if they're really congested, especially last night even. For an example, Carter was having a really tough time breathing out of his nose. He was having a really tough time breastfeeding because he literally was trying to suck, but then he also couldn't breathe, so it's like, not good. If your baby has a tough time breathing, definitely use the saline. Wait a few minutes, use a snot sucker, repeat if necessary. It will save you and your sanity and your baby. The next thing I would highly suggest in my newborn tips is either footies with the cuffs at the end or gowns with the cuffs at the end. The gowns are really nice because you can access diaper changes easily, as well as footies that zip up from the bottom as well as the top. So there are like double ones where they have a zipper at the top and the bottom, or there are ones, I think Cloud Island does a few of them, where it's a zipper from the foot. So they like close at the foot and then you can zip up for easy diaper changes that way. But that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is the gowns and footies with the cuffs specifically. So I don't know if y'all knew this, but the mittens that are like detached are so cute, whatever. The mittens that detach are actually choking hazards, because especially newborns and closer to like 3 months, they really want to play with their hands and suck on their hands. That is a developmental milestone, in case you're wondering. So if they do that and they end up wiggling that mitten off of their hand, that could potentially be a choking hazard, a suffocation hazard, which is just really not great. You know, nobody wants that. So I highly suggest the ones that are actually attached with the footies or the gowns. Number 4, something that we actually learned with Carter, my second baby, is to bounce on our heels. It's like the weirdest thing ever and like kind of uncomfortable if you're not used to like bouncing on your heels like constantly like that. I'm used to it now, so it doesn't bother me, but at the beginning, Anyways, moral of the story is that you hold the baby either upright. My husband likes to hold the baby upright. I like to hold the baby sideways on me and kind of resting his head in the crook of my arm. And then I'll just kind of like bounce and bounce and bounce, and it kind of like shakes the baby slightly, but enough for them to think that you're like walking around. That way you can stay in a dark place and the baby will most likely fall asleep if they're tired. It does feel like they're in the womb again and feels like you're walking around with them in the womb, all like squished up in your belly. So it is a really relaxing tactic. I'm not sure where I learned it from, but it was some mom Instagram post somewhere. Number 5, this is probably one of the biggest newborn tips I have for pregnant mothers, is research active sleep. So this was something that I never knew about when I had my firstborn son. I was like, oh, you're overtired, you're undertired, you're uncomfortable, you have an itch, you're ready to party, you're ready to eat, you need a diaper change, all the things, you need a snot sucker, like anything. And it's like, why are you crying in the middle of the night every like 2 or 3 minutes, every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes? Like you feel like you're crazy, you feel like your baby's crazy, but actually it is called active sleep. So if they're not hungry, if they don't need a diaper change, if they're not uncomfortable, too hot or too cold, then they are probably in active sleep. And active sleep can look anything like screaming bloody murder with their eyes closed. Fussing, grunting was a huge one for my son. We called him our little piglet or our billy goat, because he would just grunt constantly and it would just keep us up all night long when he was really close to our bed in his pack and play. So highly suggest researching active sleep. It is a lifesaver once you kind of know the sleep cycles of the newborns. So with that being said, for active sleep, try not to grab your baby as soon as they make a peep. Most likely they're going to be in active sleep, and the worst thing that you can do is grab your baby like the second that they make a peep, because they're probably most likely still sleeping unless it's time for them to eat or a diaper change. Number 6 is to avoid scented products in general. That is something that I always did. So for example, we don't need the Dreft laundry detergent, like that's super duper scented, like the original one anyways. You don't need any kind of scented laundry detergent, soaps, lotions, anything. It's really kind of hard to find some of those things that are unscented and like the best for your baby. I'll put some examples of some clean-ish products. For the most part, things that we use for our children. We have noticed that there has never been any kind of like eczema related things like breakouts, rashes anywhere, anything like that that's concerning with their skin. And I definitely think that it has to do with our like free and clear detergent or very like mild soaps and lotions. We actually do use coconut oil if we do need to moisten their skin, but typically we don't really need to often. Going on to number 7, kind of related to number 6, is you can use breast milk for literally anything. I highly suggest it for those rashes if your baby does get a rash or diaper rash anywhere in their body. I will even use breast milk, like if I have a letdown and Carter like unlatches, I will literally just sit there and like spray his face like all over with breast milk, and then I'll rub it in later, because it is such a wonderful moisturizer for their skin and so good for them. So I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad about a missed letdown because it's whatever. Putting it to good use. You can use breast milk in baths. So if you give your baby a bath, I would typically do it more in like a specific baby bathtub compared to an adult bathtub. If you have one, just so like the milk is like more concentrated, unless you do a lot of milk, whatever. But definitely milk baths are wonderful. Oatmeal baths are wonderful. That's really good for their skin as well. Number 8, if you are interested in giving your baby a pacifier, like we did, we attempted to give our second-born son a pacifier in the hospital. We brought multiple brands. That's the one thing I would suggest, is bring multiple brands, because not all babies are gonna like the same exact pacifier, shape and brand and whatever. Very annoying. We lucked out with our firstborn son. With our second-born son, he hates every single pacifier and literally spits it out like with an attitude. So if you're wanting to give your baby a pacifier, I would highly suggest buying multiple brands and sizes and shapes just to see what your baby likes. Number 9 is to try different sleep sacks and swaddles. Something that I recommend is the Arms Up swaddle and the Zippity Zip. I'll kind of give you a little rundown. With our firstborn son, we had the Ollie, which is great, nice and like tight on them, like keeps them like strapped in really good, easy for diaper changes as well. It is really loud to open because it is such a strong Velcro, but we didn't use that with Carter this time. Another one that we have is the Magic Sleep Suit. So it literally looks like an arm, like a marshmallow man. That's supposed to stop the startle reflex, the Moro reflex, and kind of like give it a little bit of like a buffer so they can't like wake themselves up right away. There are the typical like Halo sleep sacks, the ones where you have the arms out and then it's just like a little like tank top looking thing and then it wraps around their abdomen. That one's good. It just didn't work for our family. We really liked something that was enclosed on their hands so they couldn't scratch themselves. So I'm highly suggesting a sleep sack. I love the Loves to Dream Arms Up. You can get ones that have the zip where it will let your arm out, or this arm or both arms eventually, but we really love the Arms Up. That way they can kind of suck on their hand if they want to, because that helps soothe. We also go into the Zippity Zip, straight from the Arms Up Love to Dream. So that one is a starfish suit. I will link that. Highly recommend, 100 out of 10. Our 2-year-old is actually still in the Zippity Zip at this point, and he can't get out of his crib because he's too slippery. He can stand up in it, he can roll over. It does not go like over his face. It fits him like a glove. So we are currently using that with Carter as well, and we'll continue to use the Zippity Zip products forever until Caden gets into a big boy bed. Number 10 for the newborn tips. I highly, highly, highly suggest reading your car seat manual. Read it. Watch YouTube videos about your specific car seat. Learn how to properly install your car seat base. If you're using an infant carrier, know the seat belt, know the latches. There are a lot of things that you can do right and a lot of things that you can do wrong when it comes to the seat belts as well as the car seats. So I highly suggest researching that in your manual. Look it up, look up the weight, the height, when they outgrow it, how tight to do their straps, like do the pinch test. Make sure that their chest clip is at the right area in their chest and not too low or not too high. It is exceptionally important, and it can prevent a really bad accident within the car if you get into like a collision. This is not medical advice, by the way. I am just highly suggesting to learn how to do your car seat and keep your baby safe. I think that is all that I have for you guys today in my top 10 video for newborns. Don't forget to check out my other videos. They will be located on my channel, as well as my playlist section on my channel, so you can easily find those there. I will be linking everything in the description, so be sure to check that out. And if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, and I will see you for the next one. Bye.